Hello. My name is Zumi. This is my talk. Project 01. Urbis CCTV. I created fake CCTV footage of the construction work taking place throughout the Urbis. This was intended to integrate the building work with the Urban Myths Retold exhibition, to make it a feature rather than an eyesore. Most of the 10-minute video loop is footage of laborers at work, with the exception of a few subtle, in additions. This work was displayed in the entrance to the Urbis, as you will see in the next project. Project 02. Urban Myths Retold exhibition documentary, Urbis. I filmed the exhibition tour using a handheld camera and also attached a small camera to the tour guide. Winward. This camera became known as WinCam. The footage from 3 whole tours was condensed into one tour to show the exhibition as clearly as possible. The version you are watching is sped up enormously. Project 03. Urban Myths Retold exhibition, MMU. Life. Universe. Everything. A response to the short story, Silent Scream by Kathy Ann Hall. A series of photographs that plots every step of the journey from my house to university, through the medium of bus shelter rooftops. I found I couldn't achieve the close-ups I wanted by photographing shelters from the top of a bus, so I got the stepladder and walked the whole 5-mile route. Although the photography isn't excellent, I'm pleased with the work, and the window into the secret world of bus shelter roofs it provides. Here are 2 photographs of the work displayed in the link gallery, MMU. Project 04. Half-Year Review, Exhibition, MMU. Feedback. Using the theory of optical feedback loops, I created an interactive video installation at the entrance to the link gallery. People passing the work were forced to become part of it, feeding into the visual loops, participating beyond their control. The feedback loop occurs because the camera is aimed at the same source it outputs to, meaning the visual information is recycled, over and over, evolving new patterns and sequences as time passes. Project 05. Feedback Exploration. Developing the basic ideas from my previous exhibition, I delve deep into the world of video feedback, quickly realizing what an all-encompassing topic it is. I researched and explored how the concept of feedback can be applied to video, audio, ideas, nature, consciousness, memes, evolution, anthropology, ethology, cosmology, and almost anything else. I experimented with optical feedback by introducing mirrors, glass and additional projectors. As I worked on this, I looked into audio feedback, and discovered something called a shepherd tone. This is a noise that sounds as if it is eternally rising or falling, and uses the principle of a strange loop. A strange loop is a loop which returns to its beginning through time, repeating infinitely. I began to collaborate with Joe Lindley, and with his technical and audio expertise we developed the next stage of our interactive feedback experience. We performed a multimedia jam, in which I generated video feedback in response to the audio, and Joe generated audio feedback in response to my video. This simulates what musicians experience when jamming together, but includes visuals also. The microphone was used in front of the camera, so when it is waved around, it causes ripples in the visual feedback. The next stage in this project is to use an infrared headset or gloves to control both the video and audio feedback. Project 06 David Bowie Project in Second Life. This work is a collaboration of interactive arts students and the people at Clicks and Links. We will design and build a large globe labyrinth in Second Life for fans of David Bowie. I began with simple maze designs and progressed to more complex three-dimensional mazes. I then designed some surface textures for the globe, using Bowie's unique eyes to make a repeating texture. Within the globe there are what we call pods, gallery-like rooms, inside the maze, that allow users to view video, music, and other media. I was designated the 90s era of Bowie to create a pod for, so I chose the theme of electronica. Using images of circuitry as wall textures, and electronic chips as frames for images, I built a 3D room, with 90s media spread throughout. All that remains is for me to build this room, within Second Life. I will be working closely with Clicks and Links to build the final thing, on a placement beginning very shortly. Project 07 Park, a collaboration with Joe Bland. This project is the second phase in a three-part project. Each phase lasts 5 days, each with a different theme. The 5 themes are chalk, post-it notes, balloons, secrets, and black paint. The first phase was called Room, because it was confined to a small white room. This phase is called Park, because, you guessed it, it's in a park. Monday. Chalk. Joe and I drew a spider diagram on the pavement in chalk, starting with the word park. This brainstorm diagram is a dual stream of consciousness, with 2 sets of ideas, linking and intertwining in an organic, free-form way. Tuesday. Post-it notes. We wrote a story onto post-it notes, off the top of our heads, taking it in turns to choose the next word. We then placed them, in order, in several locations throughout the park. Wednesday. Black paint. We found some swings, swung for a bit, then painted them black, and then swung a bit more. Thursday. Balloons. We filled up a phone box, on the perimeter of the park, with green balloons, and then we released them into the wild. Friday. Secrets. Joe and I made a large sign, saying, "This person has a secret." We then followed anyone who was passing through the park, pointing it at them. Future Placement Project. Animation Lab, National Media Museum, Bradford. I will spend 2 weeks as artist-in-residence in the Animation Lab, an animation suite with 1 glass side, allowing museum visitors to view the animation in progress. Organized by A-Up, a collective set up to promote animation in Yorkshire. The only constraint on my work is that it must be exactly 1 minute long.